Family, Cleveland media and so-called journalists and reporters decide to keep hating on Shedeur Sanders and lying about Dillon Gabriel.
I think he is going to be the backup at the start of the season, and I think he's earning their trust. I think he throws the ball excellent. He releases it well. It's a tight spiral. He sees the field quickly. He is
really need the most work right now are the rookies, and that's not a knock on them. That's because they don't have pro experience. And then I would even say that Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders arrive at the NFL with pretty different levels of foundations, not because of this is not about where they can go. This is about where they can come from. And where they came from is
that media. And they haven't stopped yet. It's more of them.
The two veteran players starts. Joe Flacco is very steady and could bring a veteran presence to the offense. Kenny Pickett would add a little bit of a run element. They do believe that at some point Dillon Gabriel is going to be ready to play. Like they'll feel comfortable putting him out there in a game. He's trending in that direction. Shedeur Sanders still has a ways to go.
They just keep going over and over on Shedeur Sanders.
Hi, this is Mary Kay Cabot from Cleveland.com after day one of Browns rookie minicamp. Of course, all eyes were on the quarterbacks today. We watched Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel out there throwing the ball in 11-on-11s, in 7-on-7s. And the key thing to note, I thought, today was the fact that Dillon Gabriel went first in those team drills and those 7-on-7s.
They haven't stopped yet. We're going to break it down with receipts on the new conglomerate of haters and on the new things they've been saying this past day and today. Let's break that down.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
So Shedeur's rise with the Cleveland Browns, no matter the fact that they didn't want Shedeur, they don't like Shedeur, it hasn't stopped the people from continuously to attack Shedeur. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He's been getting attacked over and over again with nothing but salacious news, lies, and just more situations of the obvious. They don't like Shedeur Sanders. Now, Mary Kay just got awarded a Hall of Fame. So you clearly get rewarded for coming at melanated people. You probably don't know what I'm talking about, but it started with Mary Kay when she wrote this. Browns franchise didn't want Shedeur and Dillon Sanders to keep suffering on draft day. While speaking on the radio, longtime Browns reporter Mary Kay Cabot dropped some details about the Browns front office thought process when they made the decision to select Sanders. They liked him enough as a prospect, but more than anything, they wanted the Sanders family to stop suffering from the slide. So it's not that they love Shedeur Sanders. It's not that he's an actual quarterback or a good quarterback, but it's because they felt sorry for him. That's what she's telling you guys. We felt sorry for Shedeur. Therefore, we had to let, the suffering stop. But she's one of the micronisms of ones that we have to deal with. We have more people in the media that are bigger that have to get called out. You guys see Shedeur Sanders is really looking at this in a professional, scale of things, but many people are not. Let's start with Tony Grossi again, because he goes out of his way to just lie nonstop to the point his own partners on his Cleveland radio, ESPN Cleveland radio show, had to snap at him for being so biased and maybe obviously racist.
I think he's going to be the backup at the start of the season, and I think he's earning their trust. I think he throws the ball excellent. He releases it well. It's a tight spiral. He sees the field quickly. He is really, really good at play faking, an essential part of this offense, and he can move around, and he's got a better arm than you would think a guy 5'10.5" would have. I can see why the Browns picked him ahead of Shedeur, okay? When you take into account his college career, which was much more productive than Shedeur's, he beats him every step of the way, okay?
But we don't play college football in the pros, and we don't play without pads on and tackling. So until I see live game action. I'm going to reserve I think my guy can play. I've said it a million times.
Yeah,
I want to see if Gabriel can play like that too. That's all. I just want to.
Well,
all this
turn on the Ohio State game and see if you can play.
Tony, they're not playing Ohio State. They're playing the Bengals in Week 1.
Yeah, they're not playing Baylor either or Colorado State.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean,
you're
yeah,
basing your opinion
again,
on
there's
what
a big
Shedeur did
difference.
at Colorado, where he was 13-11 as a starter, and he went to the Alamo Bowl.
There were a lot of great college players, Tony. Doesn't mean they're going to play well in the pros. We'll have to wait and
But
see.
you think Shedeur's going to play well in the pros?
I don't know. I don't know if he
No,
is.
no,
I
no,
think
no,
he
no.
is. I
You
think
said
he is.
You know he will. You said you know he will.
I kind of do know
when
he
gets his
will, but
opportunity.
yeah, I've been wrong
Okay.
once or twice in my 40-year career. I've been
Well,
wrong.
I think he is going to be the back.
Man, I love Tony's partner. He said, I think he will. I think I'm right. I love that, man, because I think I'm right, too. Shedeur going to be a hell of a pro, even if it's not with the lowly Cleveland Browns. The lowly Cleveland Browns. Look, hey, Cleveland fans, I got nothing against y'all. Stop coming with smoke at DJ Bless One. I'm not the one who made your failed organization abysmal. Why don't you guys conserve that energy and reserve it for the actual culprits who tarnish your legacy and tarnish your great city name? You know, Jimmy Haslam and his wife Dee Haslam. You know, the identical twin, because I'm my identical twin as well, Andrew Berry. Maybe they need to replace Andrew Berry with his identical twin because he's trash as well. Or is it Kevin Stefanski, who's out here kissing the tail of Mary Kay, who has reported nothing but salacious news on Shedeur Sanders? And here is Kevin Stefanski kissing her butt and wishing her best on her Hall of Fame speech.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Mary Kay, who's not here, right? She's down in Canton, or on her way to Canton. Unbelievable honor for Mary Kay, well deserved. So congratulations again to her.
So if you want to know, to all the haters who's telling me Kevin doesn't agree with Mary, Kevin doesn't call, man, listen, clown, Kevin and the ownership, such as the Jimmy Haslam and Andrew Berry, they all agree with Mary. That's why they let Mary say all these obscene things, because she's really using real information from Jimmy Haslam. I triple dare the Cleveland Browns organization to sue me, because I just substantiated all the facts of all these people are in cahoots with each other. But we're not done yet. The media continues with this. They make more excuses for Dillon Gabriel and lies about this fake quarterback. I'm done with that. You heard the woman, what she was talking about, processing information. For some reason, our quarterbacks don't have high IQ enough to process information. But for some reason, Dillon Gabriel has so much experience, she said, 6 years worth. Lady, this is not an insult towards women. I think women have done a phenomenal job in sports, but there are women like you who make women look bad, because you and Mary Kay obviously don't know jack-ish about sports. Because for you to reference that Dillon Gabriel has more experience than Shedeur, 6 years worth, that's not a good thing. That tells you he had 6 years in college because nobody in the NFL wanted Dillon. He had to keep going to different teams after different teams, not because his father was coaching, because he wasn't good enough. That's why no scouts looked at Dillon Gabriel during his junior year as a draft prospect, not during his fifth year as a draft, his fourth year as a draft prospect, not during his fifth year as a draft prospect, and during his 6th year, he was listed as a 6th round, a 7th round, and maybe slightly an undrafted rookie free agent. This is factual. Go look at the paperwork, but you guys negate all that. In fact, look at the quarterback tracker here and tell me if I'm lying. This is the consistent reports between all these quarterbacks during all the OTAs and the training camp. Who is by far better? Shedeur, and that's with limited reps, ladies and gentlemen. Limited reps. He by far surpasses every quarterback there. Now, you're going to be like Tony Grossi and say because he's not throwing it to guys like Jerry Jeudy and Judkins, but we want to see him throw it to guys like Judkins and Jerry Jeudy. We're not the coach. Shedeur is not the coach. Why don't you guys ask Kevin Stefanski that? No matter how much Dillon Gabriel looks God-forsaken horrible, because he does by all measures look horrible. No matter how horrible he plays, no matter how much he doesn't process the information, unlike what these Mayo announcers claiming he processed good information. Meanwhile, he has a total of like 11 interceptions if you go back to day one in rookie OTAs, but they for some reason only bring up 2 interceptions, even though we've got video proof of multiple interceptions. But for some reason, we're Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder, we can't see now all of a sudden when it comes to them. And I'm not done yet. They have more excuses for Dillon Gabriel. I know you thought it couldn't get worse, but it gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. The lies doesn't stop or cease there.
But the guys who need the most work right now are the rookies, and that's not a knock on them. That's because they don't have pro experience. And then I would even say that Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders arrive at the NFL with pretty different levels of foundations, not because of, this is not about where they can go. This is about where they can come from. And where they came from is Dillon Gabriel played for 3 schools, all sorts of offenses. It really had a much wider range of foundation, in my opinion, in terms of the offenses he was exposed to. And so I think he is a little bit ahead of Shedeur Sanders, and I think that's reflected in who's getting these snaps. So I would say, to answer your question, now that we have that context, the reason Shedeur Sanders is not getting first-team reps is because it's going to take a little bit of time before operationally and from a cadence standpoint and from a playbook standpoint, he is ready to excel then. And they're not trying to put him in a situation where it's just like obvious how unready he is for that. But the guys who need the most work right now are the rookies.
These females keep embarrassing real females like Discern Goddess, who knows about sports, who breaks it down to a T. This Mayo idiot gets on there and says, but like Shedeur, he doesn't understand the playbook yet. He doesn't, which is false. Every single staff member said Shedeur is up to speed on the playbook. Shedeur actually stays later, so he's more acclimated. We even heard Myles Garrett, who plays defense, allude to Shedeur is very up ahead on the playbook. Jerry Jeudy said it. We heard Joe Flacco admit Shedeur surprises him. And let me play Joe Flacco right quick, because the lies you ingrates keep doing, it's just getting more disgusting and disgusting after this. Hold on, man. I think I uploaded it earlier today. Here's Joe Flacco.
Has an impact on much, but Shedeur's been great. I mean, he's a lot of fun to be around in those meeting rooms, and I think so far there's been, at least one.
I play that video all the time to debunk what the crap you guys say. So it's like Shedeur is the wanted man number 1. You don't like him. Lady, you don't understand football. You don't watch football, and you don't know what you're talking about. And the fact that they put people like you on TV to tarnish someone's reputation and legacy based on no facts, none. You literally just projected your own feelings and made up rhetoric, and nobody comes back to debunk or to dismiss what you say. That's why DJ Bless, when the best one is needed. I don't let none of you crappy loser bum clowns get away with it. I'm not going to do that. No, not on my watch. Because at the end of the day, Cleveland media prints out crap like this that makes excuses for it. Cleveland football team has coaching like this. Look at their receiver coach. Look at their receivers. You want to know why the Browns are awful at best? You're really teaching this? I've seen my Little League coach snap at one of his assistants to tell, the Little League coach of my son snapped at one of the assistants to say, why are you teaching the young guys this? And now I'm looking at the NFL, they're actually teaching the opposite. They're teaching one-hand catches. That's not the fundamentals. So you're trying to pretend everybody is Odell Beckham? This is not good fundamentals, not good philosophy. Well, what do you expect from the Cleveland Browns, ladies and gentlemen? This is the woolly Cleveland Browns. No professionalism, none at all. You have a quarterback at your hands that you can literally help change your franchise. Not only you don't really do a real quarterback competition to see if Dillon can actually handle it, which he can't. We've seen enough. He can't handle it. Scrub in every way. But you go out of your way to dismiss Shedeur and give him limited reps and have all these reporters at least defend Shedeur and say that these reporters are lying or dismiss what they say and say is not true. Something, protect your guy. Oh, that's the point. He's not your guy. He never was. Am I mistaken? He never was. I mean, Jimmy Haslam said he's not your guy.
If you'd have told me, so you picked him on Saturday, right? Friday night driving home, y'all are going to pick Shedeur, I would say that's not happening. But
That's not happening. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm DJ Bless One, the best one. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. And it is bigger than football. It is deeper than football. You're just going to have to deal with it. Don't get mad at me.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I